I'll be sharing with all of you. And I don't know if anyone's gonna see this or if y'all rewatch this. I'll probably post this to one of my main videos. But today, I woke up, started off like any other day. Was able to get in some really good training. I was able to spend some time with my family. And then a realization hit me today. If I do not fight with everything that I have, I'm always going to be watching the clock. I'm always going to be waiting. And I'm not okay with that. There was a time where I thought, okay, I just want to move up, grow, and be comfortable. And I realized I was meant for more. If I get comfortable where I'm at, how is my family ever going to be able to make it? And where I live, it's paycheck to paycheck. There is no, oh, I have this. And it's not so much because of lifestyle inflation. I'm grateful that I have a car. Gets me to point A to point B. I've had to spend a lot of money to get her fixed. I'm grateful that I have a house and a roof over my head. I live in an apartment, and it's not something to be ashamed of. I'm proud to say that I've worked really hard to get where I'm at today. But it's not enough. If I'm not giving my all every single day, it's just genuinely not good enough. And when I first started this account, I came with a dream, right? Now I'm all the way over 500 plus videos, and they're all short form, but that's okay. It's simply because I'll be fully transparent. I don't have anything to edit on, right? I'm going to try editing on YouTube and doing long form content, so stay tuned for that. But truth be told, I used to use CapCut. I used to be in a better situation than I am now. And I'm not saying I was super well off or I was super rich or any of that. Things were different. It was a different time. Nowadays, the hand that I'm dealt is I got to figure things out, right? And that comes with life. I'm not complaining. I'm grateful because I have things now that I've never had in my life. But I also understand those things can be taken away so much easier now because I've never had them in my life. There's a certain level of pressure that puts you under, right? If you've had something that you've never had, you don't want to lose it because you know what it's like not to have it, right? I'm not talking about materialistic. I'm not talking about, oh, I have all these things, these shiny new objects, I'm talking about genuinely working toward having peace. I'm talking about, or simply just stability in the sense of where we're going to live. There's never been a time in my life that I can truly remember where my family's ever been good enough where we've been stable, right? And today, this live was, I realized if I don't provide that for my family, we're never going to experience that. My mom depends on me. My daughter depends on me. And if I don't become the better that I need to be, if I don't become stronger, then there's absolutely nobody that is coming to help us, right? Today, I was on a call for a opportunity. And normally, I've never talked about my past. I don't really open up too much. It's not that I don't want to. It's just that I'll be honest, there are times where I still struggle. And I still see myself as not doing enough. And those moments really break me down. Yes, I've come a long way. And it takes me almost hearing it from other people to realize how far I've truly come. And I hate to admit that because there's been so many times where I want to be so proud of myself for doing the things that I thought I'd never be able to do again. And there's still days where I'm like, okay, did I do enough? There are still days where I ask myself, am I good enough, right? And I don't lose faith. I know God always has my back. I know He's always going to answer me. But there are days where I look at myself and I go, am I doing enough, right? And it's because sometimes I get impatient. Sometimes I want things to happen overnight. And it's not so much for me, but it's really just in the hopes that I want to be able to grow, to be able to move, to be able to just have my family count on me to the point where I know they don't need anything else. I want to be able to not have to ask somebody permission if I can spend time with my daughter. I want to not have permission to be able to just take a longer lunch if I need it. I don't even get a lunch where I'm at right now. And I know before anybody starts saying it's against labor laws or regulations, I just want to put it out there. There are certain things and certain places that you work at that you can waive a lunch, right? I don't get breaks where I'm at right now. I don't get a lot of things, right? I push myself as hard as I can every single day. And how I know that I was meant for more is every day that I wake up, every day that I get up, I have this almost little itch I can't scratch in the back of my head That's I mean, this is not where I'm meant to be. I need to be pushing a lot harder. And there are some days where I do feel like I don't know where I'm going. I lose a little bit of direction. But I made this account and I make the videos that I make every single day because I genuinely want to make this world a better place. I genuinely want to be a better father. I want to be a better son. I want to be a better example to everybody out there who may not have both parents. I didn't grow up with both parents. It was just me and my mom. My mom taught me how to be more of a man than any man I've ever met. And you know what? I'm proud to say that. I wasn't in the beginning growing up. I'll be the first to admit it. Full transparency, I used to struggle. There were days thinking where I thought I was a lot less. And at the end of the day, I know that I'm not less. I know that I'm not just somebody that is really weak. And I used to always look down on myself because I used to be the smallest person in my class. I used to be somebody that nobody ever looked up to. And now I have a platform where I reach over 1,000 people, which to me is insane because I never would have picked up a camera before. I used to hate being on camera. And to me, the fact that I have more than one person that watches my videos consistently is insane. I've never had that in my life. I've never been somebody that's ever been like really comfortable doing anything like that. But I'm finally doing it. And it's all thanks to just me believing in myself, me having faith, me doing more. But at the same time, if I would have never really realized my true potential, I wouldn't have been able to be who I am today. And I know I'm not perfect. I know I have a lot to work on. And there are some days where it almost feels like the day never ends because I feel like I do enough that day. But I'm making progress. I'm not a hateful person anymore. I don't wish bad on anybody. I know it's a negative way. I used to be like that. But I've grown out of that. I'm an adult now. I don't seek negative attention. Not all attention is created equal. I want to be the better. Somebody out there who may not have family, who may not have somebody to look up to, who may not have an example, someone who may not know better. And at the end of the day, I want to be that better for them. And it's not easy. I'm not perfect. I have a lot I need to work on. And truth be told, I have improved a lot. I'm really proud of how much I've improved. And I'm not all the way there yet, but there's going to come a day where I look back on these moments where I've really struggled and I truly appreciate everything that I've earned. But I'm not there yet. And I know every good thing comes with time. And there are some days where I pray extra hard because I feel like, okay, when will it be my time? And sometimes I just have to remember. In class, there's this saying, right? Where when you're taking a test, the teacher and everyone wants you to be quiet in the room. And if I just start applying that to where I'm at in life, when God's truly testing you, there is going to be no answers. There is going to be nobody out there. He's seeing what you're capable of when nobody may be looking. He's always watching. And just like a teacher, when you're taking a test, the whole room's silent. He's silent too when he's testing you. Because he wants to see, are you true? There are a lot of days where I faltered. I can admit that now. There are a lot of times where I know I did things I probably shouldn't have. But that doesn't make up or matter when I'm pushing every single day to do better. If I truly want to be that better, it's just a change that has to happen. I don't leave it to chance. I don't leave it to maybe I'll start today or maybe it's going to be different this time. Unless I truly give it my all. Friends, here's to me giving it my all. Here's to me trying my best. I don't know how it's going to end up. I don't know what's going to happen. But I can tell you this right now. There will never be a day where I'll ever give up. So have a great day. We'll talk real soon. Thank you.